Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Happy Friday, my friend.
People always talk to me about when I was young, when I was running up and down the buildings, getting the pigeons for all these drug dealers. I mean, these guys were bad people. They wanted to kill me. They were throwing bricks at me. I thought I was in a nightmare. I didn't know if this was reality or if this was the truth. That's why I was with that ironrealmmedia was around back then. Because I didn't know what was truth or not. So now I listen to ironrealmmedia all the time. Now I'm walking around the earth and I'm thinking to myself, yes, guess what? This earth is flat indeed.
Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cozy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. IRONrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
Start your day off bright and shiny. Get up off your little hiney. Begin your happy day.
Good morning, good morning. We talk the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. Good morning. Here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Cami thinks internet, the earth is flat. It's like school. You're mad.
Dark matter, that is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. So what? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
We could listen to Iron Realm Media in a nanosecond, but we've lost the technology. And it's a hard process to rebuild truth frequency radio. And it's too bad because Iron Realm Media is a wonderful program.
Happy Friday, my friend.
All right, now we're done. Now we're back into it. Happy Friday, TGIF. Not quite as chipper this morning as I was on Wednesday, but I did manage to get my happy ass up out of bed. So good morning to you all. And good morning, fellas. How the hell you guys doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
This morning.
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Good.
Go ahead, Walter.
Good morning. We have started show. Oh, what's up, Nuka?
Hello.
Nuka.
So real quick, before everybody starts having a panic attack, it looks like chat has started putting whatever your channel name actually is as your chat name. So
wonder if I have a different name.
Me too.
Everybody does right now, or most everybody, unless your normal name you use is your channel name as well. Because my channel name, when it was early in this all, it was early. I somehow lucked out and hit the right numbers early, playing with James's algorithms, and so when they gave me the chance to change my link to a personalized link rather than all those numbers and letters at Walt or at Flat Earth Head or whatever I wanted it to be, it wouldn't let me just use Flat Earth Head. I had to put something after it. I don't know why. Again, it was probably early of them trying to fuck with Flat Earth. And so I was trying to think of something, and I'm like, well, I'll just put Flat Earth Head Prods, Prods, wink, wink, nod, nod, because production are poking you in your fucking head, like, wake up. And that's my channel name, and it has been. But my normal chat name is just Flat Earth Head. It doesn't usually have the prods in there. So something they've done has done that. Don't know. I think it's what Connie's saying, just trying to distract us and aggravate us to the point of madness, probably.
Yeah, mine's the same. I think this is the only name I've ever put down.
Well, I noticed like Ian is different. His has got, and Connie is different, and Louie is different. There's just a couple that have changed here. It's not everybody, but enough of them. And I know mine is normally not my full channel name, and I didn't change it. They did. So. Hey, Melissa, what was her? Yeah, hers is normal too. So I don't know why it changed. No clue.
Who is Merkaba?
That's Ian Merkaba.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I gotta make some coffee.
It is a good start. It is a good start.
Trying to be quiet. I don't want to be too loud.
Walter, you never made the melody.
I never made the melody. I did not.
Yeah. It's fine. I recorded the whole thing without you.
I know. I heard it as we were coming in this morning. I'm like, oh, wow, look at this. Stu's already jamming. Interesting video you chose to put the music over. Oh, wait, who's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm having trouble in chat too. There's Piney.
So did you guys see what happened in government?
I did.
Oh.
What now?
Now.
Too early for that.
I know, right?
It was like the most passed, voted on, 427 yes votes, 5 no contests, and 1 nay to release the Epstein files in Congress. In Senate, 100% of the Senate said release it. Now, I know this is all, part of the show. But when has that ever happened? Out of 430 whatever, 427 of them voted yes. That's pretty crazy.
It is a little crazy. I just don't know that sort of bipartisan support is a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, I mean, we know we're not going to get the real files and all that stuff.
Right. So what are we going to get? Minimal information or just bullshit?
Some people should be going to prison out of this, right? If they actually release them.
Maybe.
Yeah, Trump's whole cabinet's looking like crap.
Yeah. It wouldn't at all
Mike
surprise
Pence,
me
Ken
if
Bondi.
Jim went to jail. Jim being the chauffeur of somebody somewhere, because that's who's going to go to jail, nobody important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they'll throw the book at him for transporting pedophiles to meet their little kids. Damn him.
Yeah, it's going to go to Trump's desk now. All he has to do is sign it. But they're saying release all the files. And the only thing that's supposed to be redacted are like the victim's name. That's it.
I thought they said there weren't any files. Now there are files again?
Yeah. Well, it was a big deal. Then it wasn't a big deal. Then it didn't exist at all. Then we were stupid for believing it because it was just a Democratic hoax. And now we're going to release it all. Sure.
I mean, they made the mistake. Remember, they brought all these influencers in and gave them part one of the release of the Epstein files, phase one.
Phase one, where they took copies of all the information that we already had and reissued it back to them saying, here's your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now it's, where's phase two? You said phase one. That usually indicates there's more than one phase. Yeah. And then Trump tried playing it down. Why are you even talking about this? This is dumb. It's like, dude, you're the one that ran on this. This was like one of your things you ran on. Transparency. Yeah. It's all part of the show. Coffee.
Are people even buying this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
The American public buying it?
Yeah, come on.
It doesn't matter what it is. People will buy it.
So they kept lying to the public, and all of a sudden now they're telling the truth. Why would anyone believe anything they say?
Good question.
I've been asking that since I was 8.
Since forever, right?
Since my mom told me, oh, they all lie, honey. It's like, okay, then why are we believing anything any of them say if they all lie? Yeah. So I've never voted. Fuck these people.
As you probably know, the G20 is happening in my city. It's in my city. No, it's in my country. Let me actually check. Because we have been having marches and riots, semi-riots really, leading up to the thing on this weekend. I remember Trump saying he's not coming.
Why is that?
Because of the Afrikaners and the genocide that we impose on them. Okay, they are in Johannesburg, so it's not my city, but it is in my country. Trump said he's not coming because we have a genocide and we're killing all the Afrikaners. Last I heard, our government was trying to talk to them. And they were interviewing people about what do we think about the G20 and all the things that come out of it. And my interview didn't get posted because I used some not so very nice language, which I basically said, who gives a shit? I don't care that the G20 is in my country. What the hell are these people going to do for us? And even if they create more jobs or something, the politicians are going to eat most of that money and screw the rest of us. So why the hell would I give a shit about some G20 or some political leaders or business leaders coming to my country? I'm not going to benefit from it. I don't give a shit. Needless to say, they didn't post my reaction.
Well, you were robbed.
How does something like this benefit the common man on the streets? It doesn't.
The meeting itself?
Yeah. How does it benefit anyone?
Well,
on the ground.
There's going to be a huge increase in the number of prostitutes in your area. So there's that.
Man, if only I had my app working already, damn it.
But you see, the trick isn't necessarily the meeting itself, but the fruits of that meeting that's going to help all of humanity.
Yeah,
once they figure out exactly which bugs we are to eat and how best to remove our property from us, then we'll all be happy.
It says this meeting starts today, actually, and it happens the whole weekend. What a waste of time.
And money.
Well,
I know
at least
you
they
guys
don't have to get harped on about global warming by people now that Bill Gates says it's not real.
Oh yeah, they'll believe Bill Gates. Okay.
So now they can all fly their private jets without any, animosity towards them anymore.
Yeah, something about that creeps me out, though. Like, I kind of want to start to worry about global warming now.
Isn't it?
Like, if Bill Gates says, oh, hey, it's no big deal, makes me, so it's a big deal now, is it?
So now we need to do something or it's going to kill everybody?
Right.
Has he started selling off that oceanfront property? Lord, I can't even talk.
No, yeah. When him and Obama sell their
When that
oceanfront
happens,
property,
right.
you know.
When that happens, then we'll start a little sphincter squeeze.
Or it's when they all just disappear from public eye. Not that we'd ever know, because they'll just start pumping out AI videos to make us think that they're still there. Meanwhile, they're chilling in there. Dumb.
You're dumb. Wait,
yeah,
what?
True.
Have you guys heard about that Akash Singh situation with his wife?
Who had what? Huh?
The comedian Akash Singh.
That means nothing to me. I don't know this person.
I would have to see his face.
Yeah.
Well, was he in like a TV show or something like that, or is he a straight stand-up?
He's in one of these podcasts, the Flagrant podcast. It was called Flagrant 2 once upon a time. And he's a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
It's just a trend at the moment. I'm seeing all these celebrities and athletes with wives that are basically ruining these men's reputation. It's actually pretty sad. At first I thought it was pretty funny, but then as it went on, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible what idle hands and minds can get up to. Girl gets everything she ever wanted and goes online to embarrass the husband that's providing for her. It's insane work.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. You ever heard that saying, Nuka?
Yep.
Yep. Keep happy wife, happy life. That's another saying.
There's also a song. I don't know if it's if you guys have heard it. That goes, if you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife.
So the Fugees rapper, Prof Michelle, or Michael, I'm not sure, Michel, sentenced to 14 years in prison over illegal donations to the Obama campaign. So who on the Obama campaign is going to get in trouble?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
These illegal donations. I mean, how does that work? In 14 years?
This is the argument, the conversation that's being had now, I think, is we need to have these sort of audits done everywhere. Who is making these donations? Let's take a real close look at all the money coming from Israel and where it's going and to whom it's going. I think they just throw out this little bullshit, again, as the keys to jingle in front of your face so you don't even bother to think about questioning Jewish donations. We'll just badmouth Nick Fuentes and pretend that he's the real enemy and that what he's saying is just anti-Semitic. And we need to do away with Tucker Carlson. We need to make sure that this guy from the Fugees, that Prof gets his 14 years for illegal donations, and we'll just ignore AIPAC because that's cool. But whatever.
So he's getting 14 years for donating money to a campaign. I wonder, what do you get for raping someone? How many years?
How the fuck should I know? Why are you asking me?
You're supposed to know everything.
Yeah, I don't even want to ask Google that, dude. How long do I go to prison if I get caught raping someone?
What's the minimum sentence I can get?
For rape. Oh, we got to watch saying that too. I guess YouTube goes nuts with that word. They'll always say grape or something like that.
Which drives me nuts. The only reason they do that, I don't think YouTube is going to do anything but demonetize you. And shadow ban you. That's going to be the extent of it. If the only thing that you're interested in, the only reason you're on YouTube is to make as much fucking money as possible for every single video that you put out, if that's your goal, then you're going to want to say words like grape and SA and all this other bullshit and dance around the subject and pussyfoot around what it is you're really trying to say. If what you're interested is finding the truth and spreading the truth and sharing the truth, then just speak your fucking truth.
So I'm looking at possessing child pornography, the 3rd degree, Class D felony charge. You can get a maximum of only 5 years. So this dude donating 14 million is worse than having child porn.
Yeah, I can't agree with that.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Andrew B.
Good.
I mean,
Andrew B.
I could
Have
see
a little
like
bit to add in.
This guy has like, or his probably his own private doctor, probably a team of lawyers. There should have been someone that warned him about this. He's probably got a money man, somebody who handles all their money and finances and all that. Like they know this stuff. The Obama campaign should have been like, hey, dude, this is illegal for you to give us this much. You shouldn't do this. I mean, accountability needs to be held on both ends, in my opinion. Somebody in the Obama campaign knew that this was wrong and accepted the money anyway. I mean, giving money is illegal, but accepting too much? Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't get it. Sorry, Andrew. Go ahead, man. What do you got to add?
In regards to laws, the United States, because we're separated by the different state constitutions, even though we have the federal constitution, if someone commits murder in California versus someone that commits murder over in Nebraska, there's going to be a different level of situation that is going to be incurred upon that person. So when it comes to rape, where I wouldn't, my cousin had her daughter, Julia, but my cousin got raped by my cousin's stepfather, and he was sent to San Quentin for 17 years, and he's got like 5 more years to go. But if you were to do that in other states, there would be a far less, or maybe even more severe type of a penalty. It also depends upon a lot of different factors because of statutes. I am not an expert when it comes to the law, but I've been studying it for long enough to know that certain penalties are going to be enforced way more strictly in certain states than others. Certain offenses. And in some cases nowadays, it's like, oh, it's okay. You burn down the police station? You're fine.
And a lot of it's up to a judge's discretion, isn't it? Like there's a minimum and a maximum, and the judge gets to pick it in there, or they make it like the defendant will make a plea agreement with the prosecution, and the judge doesn't have to follow that, but a lot of the times it's kind of like, yeah, okay, you guys made a deal, blah, 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 whatever. But I have seen judges be like, I'm throwing this plea deal out, and this is going to trial. So, yeah, the judges do have a lot of, which really, aren't they not supposed to? Aren't they supposed to just kind of be a referee and make sure everybody follows the rules? That's like a judge's, when they were first created.
Yeah,
They're
I have to
also
look more
supposed to
into
be
that.
judged
I don't think so.
by a jury of your peers.
I think it was kind of the opposite when judges were first created. I think it's because we don't need necessarily any written rules or laws. We're going to have this dude, and he's going to look at us and deem us worthy or not. He'll be the judge. Think like tribal chief.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would have to deal with matters of conflict like this, internal conflict.
Some of these judges belong in the mental institutions. I swear. Some of these people are just crazy. It's like, how are you a judge and you're so partisan towards one? Like, judges aren't supposed to, pick sides and all that kind of stuff. They're supposed to be like in the middle.
Yeah, but judges are human.
Yeah,
They don't have any biases.
Most.
I mean,
Probably most of them are human.
But you'd say the same thing about police officers as well, right? And other law enforcement.
Oh,
They
yeah,
all
that's
have-
a fucking crew of demons for sure.
Yeah, these law enforcement they have way less power than a judge. A judge can basically be like, nope, I'm going to strike down every single thing that the prosecutor and the defense just did. You're fucking guilty. And then they go to prison. And then what does that person have to do for the rest of their incarceration? Is basically just to fight it and hope that an attorney is willing to take up the case. Otherwise, they're in prison. It's a sad
slow
fact.
in chat. They get drunk on power. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these people could start off good, but power does corrupt people. It has forever.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't want power. I don't even want to be a team lead and drive my own truck. Like, I just want to be Zack and just do what I need to get through. That's it. I don't want to tell people what to do. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't want to become corrupted. I like the person I am. Yeah, I don't want any power. They're talking me into driving a truck. Oh, I probably will be. Probably next year.
Well, they say the ones that don't want the power usually make the best leaders.
Until they become corrupted on the power. Yeah.
All right, here's something that happened to me yesterday. Oh, no, wait. For me, yeah, it's yesterday. That my supervisor walked up and said, hey, we want to give you a master key again and a company credit card. And I said, no, thanks. He said, well, why not? I said, because I don't want that responsibility. Fuck off. I mean, I'm not going to get paid anything. I'm not getting paid extra.
Yeah, so why have all that stuff that you could get in trouble for losing or this or that, or you'd be questioned if something, no, I don't want it. No, why? Yeah, if you pay me more, I'll take more responsibility, but no.
No, I didn't say it quite like that. I didn't tell. I get along with Harry, my supervisor, quite well. But he's like, oh, yeah, the upper management above him, they're like, oh, yeah, we want Andrew to have, because I'm the senior electrical instructor. But he said, yeah, they want you to have a Master Key and, it's a Home Depot credit card. It's not like a fucking, a MasterCard or a Visa or something. But, and I was like, yeah, I don't think so. Like, just let me borrow someone else's, and I promise I won't abuse it. I'll give it right back. But some people, they'll take that like, oh, really? I have the Master Key and the company credit card. What can I do with this and just fuck everyone else over? And I think that's what happens with a lot of these different companies and organizations.
Speaking of Home Depot, have you been to a local Home Depot lately?
I go to one about every other day. So, yes.
Is there a lot of people just standing around doing nothing at your Home Depot? Playing
There's
on
less
the phone?
people there.
Well, I mean the workers.
Yeah, no, actually, I mean customers and workers. There's less people there.
Dude, this guy's been making videos going into Home Depots, different Home Depots, and there's like one little old lady that actually works, and there'll be like 5 people in the center aisle having a powwow over here, one guy holding the broom, 3 ladies over here off to the side, all sitting there looking at their phones, giggling and chatting, and the guy's just walking around and nobody's offering to help, asking if you need this or that. There's like 5 people in line to do checkout, and like 3 guys just walking back and forth by the front door. Cart bins are totally full. Like, what is going on? What happened to these Home Depots? Who's running these things?
Well, not very many people at all. And here's one way I can prove to you how incompetent the management system is at Home Depot. And not just that, how much the employees there don't even give a shit. You can walk, very often, the break room at a Home Depot is going to be right by the restrooms, where they have a lot of, like, the employee lockers and stuff.
Back by carpet?
Yeah, essentially, yeah, or by the siding, or however they have it laid out. Here's what I challenge everyone to do. Walk into the break room with some sort of like a Tupperware of, something you're heating up, like your lunch, and just sit down in there. I've done it multiple times. No one fucking says a thing to me. I'm just wearing, no, they don't say shit.
That's awesome. You're weird as fuck, Andrew. Like you sit at home and you pack a Tupperware of lunch, you drive to Home Depot, walk to the back just to go eat that lunch in the employee break room.
No, I don't do that.
Weird as fuck.
No. Come on.
Well, okay, you said you do it all the time. My question is, how do you get into Home Depot with your lunch to do it all the time?
I didn't say, did I say it like that? I hope I didn't. But
No, you said you were in Home Depot all the time. I don't think he said he ate his lunch there all the time.
Yeah, well, I'm in there like every other day. I have to go in there for side jobs and for work and stuff. So, yeah, I'm constantly buying materials and parts and whatever. But, yeah, once in a while, I'll have my lunch, and I'll just be like, you know what, I'm going to go into the break room and heat this shit up real quick and, just take a couple bites out of it and see if anyone says anything to me.
So my question,
my uniform
Andrew,
clearly does not say Home Depot.
So when you pull into Home Depot and you find your parking spot and you get out of the car, do you bring your lunch with you? Or are you like halfway through Home Depot like, man, I'm hungry, and you run out to your car and grab your Home Depot lunch to bring it in?
No, I bring it in ahead of time because I already know I have to pee. So I'm like, I'm gonna go and pee first, and then from there I go heat up my lunch, and then take a couple bites out of it, and then go buy some stuff, and then go back to my car.
Andrew, are you living in Home Depot? You can tell us.
I would not live in. If I lived at Home Depot, it would turn into like a Minecraft kind of situation. It would just,
I'm not impressed. Not until you bring your own cylinder of gas and hook up one of the grills and start grilling up your own lunch. That will impress me.
That's a good idea. Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to
see if anybody even says anything to you.
Well, they don't sell propane there.
Sir, what are you doing? How do you like yours? Mid-rare?
I like one of those guys at Costco, just like, oh yeah, would you like some fucking whatever?
Cut them into little pieces and put toothpicks in them.
Yeah, want some panada? Yeah, like this is in Costco. Like, who gives a shit? You want a fucking sample or not?
Here's a wide selection of rare to medium rare chicken.
All right, I need to get higher right now. I'm way too sober at the moment, but this has been fun for the time being. But I'm not kidding.
For the time being.
You can do the same thing at a Walmart. I've never done it at a Walmart, but also at a Lowe's. My buddy Chris actually is the one that gave me the idea to do this. He's like, yeah, because he used to work at Lowe's. He's like, you just go down, like go into their break rooms, usually right by the bathrooms, and just sit down and just start eating your fucking food. He's like, there's nothing no one knows any different. Like, oh, you don't have to have your uniform on at the time. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. Fuck the man. That'll show him.
It's just going into the point of the previous question about how few people are actually giving a shit about their job at these hardware stores. They're all just standing around, which I have seen. Right by the egg, there was like 5 people, and I think only like one of them spoke English.
I think it'd be pretty badass if you left your lunch at home. And you had to
someone else's lunch?
Yeah, just walk in and grab somebody else's. Just forage for it. Forage in the Home Depot break room.
You guys are cracking me up, man.
What's up, Craig?
You guys are fucking cracking me up. I'm
Flight
sorry.
security was up, Craig. What's going
Fucking
on?
Andrew, you're crazy. I love it.
No, I'm not.
I love it. Oh,
I like
love
to have
it.
fun.
Whatever it is.
You know what you really need to do, Andrew, since you've got to go to the bathroom, is you run down to the plumbing aisle, you see, with a newspaper under your arm and a roll of toilet paper in the other hand. And you find yourself your best toilet that they've got on display.
Oh, like Jackass.
Well,
Yeah,
no, you can be nice about it. You don't got to be a jackass.
No,
That's what you're using a roll of toilet paper.
In the movie Jackass, that's when the dude takes a dump inside of a small hardware store in the toilet. It's on display. You haven't seen that?
I remember
Yeah,
that.
no, I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh. So it looks like they're starting to crack down on some of this stuff over in these Asian countries. A ex-mayor is sentenced to life in prison for human trafficking tied to scam centers. A lot of the slaves that are alive today, now definitely not all of them. There's a lot doing hard labor. Half of them are sex slaves. But there's a number of slaves that get sent over to these Asian countries and are put into scam centers. Tortured, killed if they don't. And yeah, they're forced to scam. It's usually mostly Americans.
I bet you watch those videos in a whole new light now, don't you, Zach?
Yeah. Whole new light.
All those poor scammers getting hassled by these guys on YouTube. Like they've got a fucking choice. These poor YouTube content creators just picking on slaves. Like, literally. Making fun of them, laughing at the slaves, trying to take down this entire room full of slaves. God, that's so rude. Leave the poor slaves alone. Or at least try to free them. Don't pick on them.
Free the slaves. Yeah. Let's free these people. If they're, I mean, some of these people are definitely working, right? This is their job. They seem to be having fun.
Sure, someone probably owns the plantation. Then he probably hires someone to be in charge of the slaves themselves, so the plantation owner doesn't have to do it all.
But yeah, they're finding some of these scam centers that are like pretty much worse than
name
prison.
is Steven.
Yeah, like worse than a prison could be. That's how some of these scam centers are run. They're not like, it's not a job for them. They don't get to leave the place. Like a lot of the scam centers over in India and places like that, people come and go, you know, they're all dressed in different clothes every day. I don't think that's the case in some of these places. Like some of these places are just, these are straight slaves that never get to leave. Kind of like the iPhone factories there in China. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, what? I haven't gotten many scam calls lately. I don't know what it is. I usually block it as soon as I get it, so it can't call me back. That might be why. But there was a few different ones. The traffic light one, like you got a ticket, it's 75 cents. So just give us your name and your credit card information and blah, blah, blah. You can take care of it. Yeah. No city, municipality, county, state, federal is going to text you about this. All right. They send everything on paper. Paper. You're not going to get a text from the state saying you owe us money. Do not, just block it instantly. I get a lot of people, and it's not just old people. Young people fall for this shit.
I tried, Connie.
They don't.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Thought you were done. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just telling Constance that I tried watching the Jones Plantation, but I didn't make it very far. I was a pretty big Larkin Rose fan once upon a time. And these days, I like about 20 to 30% of what Larkin has to say. And it's a much better essay than it is a movie. I think you can find sort of the original, where the movie is based on, that his essay, The Jones Plantation, I think it's a much better read than it is a watch, like most things.
I would mostly agree with you, but I had no idea what the Jones Plantation was. I just happened to stumble upon it for some odd reason. And the cartoon, the animated part was only like, 17 minutes long or something. And I was like, holy shit, that's a really interesting concept. I never even thought about it in that kind of a way. And then it was announced that Larkin Rose was going to be putting out an actual live, a real person, live action, whatever the fuck you call it, production of it. And I watched about 10 minutes of it and turned it off and have no intention of watching that ever again. But the cartoon version, some point.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they did do that animated thing. Which I do remember it being not terrible.
It was turning something that was 17 minutes long into something that's 2 hours long. I don't know how that worked very well. When something like, don't.
So is this about slavery then? Is it about slavery?
Yeah.
Who are these
I can give a
movies
breakdown
for?
of it if you want.
Like, who are slave movies for? Shane Gillis was talking about this. He's like, sitting there with his black buddy, and he's like, so what'd you think about this movie? He's like, I didn't watch it. He's like, what do you mean? I thought they made these for you. And the black guy's like, no, I thought that you guys like these movies. Like, no, just stop making the slave movies. Nobody wants to really watch this shit. It was a horrible, horrible time in history, and nobody wants to be reminded of it like that.
No, Zach, you never seen it before? You've never seen either one?
Uh-uh.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Man. I don't watch. I'm mostly comedies.
Okay.
So I grew up in the 70s, Andrew. And so when I saw My Name is Kunta Kinte, that was my last slave movie as well, or show, or whatever.
Your name is Toby.
I'm old. My name is Kunta Kinte.
No, bitch.
Yeah, I don't like watching people being oppressed and this and that, or you know.
No, it's not what the movie's
Doesn't matter
even about.
what color they are. I mean, if it's about slavery, somebody's getting oppressed. I mean, that's just
so it's sort of about it's sort of about chattel slavery. So it's basically set in the 19th century about chattel slavery, but that's not the message of the movie. That's not the inference that's meant to be drawn. Isn't about antebellum South. It's more about your role as a citizen in the United States and parallels that are drawn between the two.
Bingo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just give you a quick premise, a little bit aside, a little more than what Josh gave. There's a slave plantation called Jones Plantation where a whole bunch of the slaves are starting to revolt and they are not very happy with their living conditions and blah, blah, blah. So the plantation owner hires someone else, I forget what his name is, and comes over and he says, hey, I needed some help with trying to control these field workers and slaves and whatnot. And he says, okay, I'll solve this. And like a day later, he says, like he gathers all of them together and he says, all right, you're all free. Go ahead, leave. You're on your own. But just understand that if you get captured by someone else that's a plantation owner, you're going to be their responsibility. And so you're going to be associated with them and so forth. So he says, or you can stay here and work as a community and you can earn and work together and you won't necessarily be slaves because you're working as a community. And you can leave at any time you want, but there's a risk involved. And I might be jumping the gun a little bit in regards to that. And then it goes into like some sort of like revolt situation with a couple of them. But that's kind of the premise of it. And yes, as Josh was saying, the chattel slavery, which is what we are going through right now. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, green, or purple. That's what we're going through.
I don't know that we're necessarily going through chattel slavery. I mean, maybe a little bit.
I think quite a bit we are. What?
I mean, there's still slavery. Like, doesn't necessarily mean you're treated like livestock.
They just do it with money now.
It could be argued that we're just livestock treated really well, but still just treated as livestock. It's for, human resources.
Well, rephrasing it doesn't necessarily change the aspect of what it's actually, what's happening, because the same thing is happening in professional sports, in construction, in a lot of commercial jobs. It's kind of what it is. It's like, oh yeah, well, you have to do what we're saying. Oh, you don't want to do what we're saying? All right, well then get the fuck out and go do something else and then work for someone else. It's the avenue of how it's described and how it's being enforced is different. But it's still the same concept versus going back into the early days of.
Well, you would agree with me that sex slavery is different than chattel slavery, yeah?
Oh, that one I hasn't thought about. So, I don't know, actually. I don't know if
livestock with cell phones. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, man.
But yeah, you just have to. You got to watch the cartoon or the animated part of it to fully I haven't watched it in a while. I even showed that to my mom and my dad, and they were like, "Holy shit!" Like So,
So
I
who's
bugged
free?
them.
Are the homeless people the free ones then? The ones that don't care to hold some title or to, you know, have the new car and the new clothes and this and that. Are they not chattel because they don't covet money and live by it?
Well, they live by it. They live by the fact that other people use it. And the excessive consumerism on behalf of other people is how they get by. Like, if the other people didn't have it, if other people lived like he did, he's dead.
So the Amish are free then, possibly.
Well, the
Possibly.
Amish, the Amish are still they're slaves to the church, but there are other civilizations such as, I mean, I have seen quite a few of these civilizations that just live out in the middle of the fucking rainforest, and yeah, they are their own people. Their survival is based upon a group agreement, and
still force. It's the same damn thing. Someone is running that tribe. Someone is running that collective. And if a person in that collective decides it doesn't want to do what the collective wants, the collective as a collective will have to forcibly remove it, forcibly punish, or do something against that person that's gone against the rules. It's all going to come down to force.
well, then that would be a more of a democratic type of a situation.
That's the scary part where everybody votes. And then if 51% just said, you know what, we're going to worship the devil now that Christian sect are devil worshipers because that was the democratic vote. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're into democracy. If you're into democracy, then everything is cool as long as most people will vote for it.
This is why I stopped paying attention to politics.
Like you could do all sorts of horrible shit. And as long as you can convince through force, coercion, brainwashing campaigns that they should be doing that hugely immoral thing, and 51% of the people are convinced and 51% of the people vote for it, then I guess that thing is no longer immoral. Now it's a societal norm. Now the 49% have to accept that what once was immoral. Now it has to be part of the society because 51% of the people vote for it. Well, no, yes, it does, by God. You're part of the Jones plantation, motherfucker. What do you mean? 51% of the voted, 49 don't get a say. Right? You don't get to have a say. No, that's not how that works. You're part of the plantation, whether you like it or not.
That's where a revolt would come into play, though.
Yeah?
Even if there's...
Where?
Like...
When?
Well, in the Jones plantation, there was the one guy that revolted against it, and he would get whipped in front of everyone else. Like,
yeah, by God, your name is going to be Toby.
Yeah.
No matter what you think your name is, Kunta Kinte, you're going to be Toby.
I like Django.
I've still never seen that.
Where's he fall? How is he falling into place?
It was a movie.
That movie. Yeah.
He was Unchained.
Well, I know what it is.
But it had slavery.
I've never seen it, though.
Touched on slavery. You never saw
but it was...
No.
It wasn't so much about the slaves in the movie. It wasn't like the life of a slave.
No.
It was the life of a former slave.
but-
Well, kind of. He was a slave at the beginning, but got his freedom and then freed his wife and killed a
Freed
bunch of
some
evil
others.
white people and black people.
Yeah.
Dude, Samuel L. Jackson was amazing in that movie.
Steven was great.
Yeah, dude, what a role.
Steven.
He played that really
Steven,
well.
calm down.
I didn't think Samuel L. Jackson was in that. Are you talking about...
He was old and bent over with white hair and glasses. He was made up a little bit. He was aged.
Oh.
You're surprised when you see it. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, I thought it was...
I knew it was him when I saw it. I didn't know it was Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. The first time I saw Tropic Thunder,
I
didn't know
didn't
that was
either,
Tom
dude.
Cruise.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't either. I just
Not
thought
till
it
the
was some
credits
guy.
started rolling. Yeah, and I was like, dude, that's. And then I heard the voice because he doesn't really change his voice.
Yeah, then
at all.
I realized. Yeah.
But dude, that suit and everything, and the baldness and the hairy arms, it did not look like Tom Cruise. That threw me.
Man.
You know, he just got his first Oscar, and it wasn't even for a role. It was a lifetime achievement type Oscar. He's never won an Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically, look at his films. They're not really.
Well, no, some of like his older films, Far and Away. No, but some of his older films were big, and I thought he did great in them. There was a few.
Who?
Tom Cruise.
Okay, well, you said big, and I thought you were like confused.
No, the movies. He's done some big movies that were
right, but I just heard you say Tom and big, and I'm like, wait, are you talking about Tom Hanks?
No.
Right.
Tiny Tom Cruise. Sorry.
Little bitty short Tom Cruise. Yeah, he should have got one back in the day for that. Last Samurai, was that what it was called?
Yeah.
That shit was amazing.
Fantastic. That was amazing. You're right.
Ken Wanatabe or whatever that dude's name is. He was fucking great in it.
Yeah. They were all, very good.
Yeah, Tom Cruise has made some really good, and now he's made a lot of action movies that were,
Yeah, I mean, Mission Impossible is his, legacy,
The Night and
he ain't
Day
gonna
was
get an Oscar
hilarious.
for that, though.
Did you see that Night and Day with him and Cameron Diaz?
Yeah, that was good, too. I like that, too.
Yeah, he was hilarious in that movie, I thought.
They were both great. I mean, I remember. That was a cool movie. I forgot about that.
Isn't he like the head of Scientology or number 2 now or something like that? He's
Basically,
way
he's like
up
number
there.
2. Yeah, he's number 2 to Miscavige, supposedly.
I wonder if he gets to see that guy's wife that nobody's seen in like a decade.
He's like worship.
It's crazy.
Oh, God.
So I just
Dude,
looked it up.
they line up girls for him. They line up girls for him to pick. And no one's ever good enough.
Oh, I have that happen almost all the time. It's not a big deal. Whatever.
Just lining up chicks.
Where's Nuka? I know Nuka got him lined up. With a
So
stick in
Tom
his
Cruise
hand.
is 63 years old, net worth $600 million. He's only 5'7", and yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The Oscars, yeah.
I don't even think he's that.
Well,
I thought he was like 6 or 5, because he used his lift, too.
He is 6 inches shorter than me. He's a little fucker, but he's
who else
got a
is
net
really
worth.
short?
I don't give a shit how short he is. He's got $600 million.
Yeah. Hey, I'm 5'7". Fuck off.
Yeah. But, it's so weird because he's doing like Top Gun, Tropic Thunder, Eyes Wide Shut, all of the Mission Impossibles, and the list goes on and on and on.
Vanilla Skies
Oh,
is
yeah.
underrated, man.
Stanley Kubrick's very last movie. Yeah, he was in Kubrick's last movie.
And anyone listening that's in like the audience, if you haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut, that will, it's kind of a weird thing to say. It'll open your eyes a little bit more. It's kind of a pun.
They took out like 7 minutes out of that movie or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, and then they killed him.
That's why it ended so weird. Yeah, and he was dead like a week later.
I think it was after he died, they took it back and re-edited it just before the theatrical release.
Yeah, he had showed it to him for the first time. They saw and then he ended up dying a week later, and then they changed it.
I thought he was aware they changed it, though, no?
I
thought he
don't
was
think
pissed
so.
about it, and then he died. No, okay. I might have
I don't know, though.
Sorry.
I'm not a Kubrick
I'm not
fanatic or anything.
positive.
It was a crazy movie, though. It was wild.
And you know him, he wanted to tell you something.
Oh, yeah, in every movie he did.
And he wanted to tell you even more. Yeah, he wanted
so
to
he'd
tell you
hide
more,
it.
but they took it out.
Yeah, he'd hide it in the background and all that kind of stuff. He knew all the tricks that they use. Like, so many movies, even B movies, they'll get like
I was thinking
$5
about
grand
that, though.
for someone to come in and set up
Scientology
the room.
was probably pissed
About what?
I was thinking Scientology might have been pissed at him for doing that movie.
Oh, Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know when Tom became
Not that
a
I have any
Scientologist.
proof. What's that?
I don't know when he became a Scientologist.
Long time
Oh,
ago.
early. It's early, dude. Like right off the bat, from what I understand.
Like when he was
Early
married to
in
the
his career
redhead?
and or. Oh yeah. When he was with Kidman. Oh yeah, he was heavy into it already. I think he started as a young actor. You know,
Like,
they basically
okay, I could
propelled
maybe
him.
get falling into the cult, at first. But as soon as they tell you the story of Xenu,
And
and
no,
the
as soon as they
volcanoes.
ask for money, as soon as they tell you you're not fucking, you're gonna go on a ship.
Okay,
DC
You know what I
so
mean?
here's the
Usually,
thing.
you're going to Sea Org.
Better watch what you say, Walter. They're going to be following you again.
Yeah, no. So here's the thing. It's all like, or it was. I mean, it's kind of hard to be now, but at the time that he got sucked in, it was most likely still in that separation phase. The Dianetics book that usually sucks most people in is filled with a lot of scientific sounding premise that would, lead you to think, well, maybe this is something that's going to help me, help myself, help me, help my fellow man, help me, help the world. And that's truly how it's presented, as this gain superpowers, fix all your problems, become a fucking Superman.
They don't talk about that Xenu guy.
There is no
about the
like
weird guy.
religion in it. There's no like none of that. It's just presented as, here's what fucked you up. Here's how you'll get past being fucked up. Hold these cans, essentially. And so you go, oh, well, cool. Let me read this book. This is phenomenal. Because in case you didn't know, Hubbard's a fucking great writer. That's how he sucked everybody in. And so you read the book, and in the book at the time, in the 80s, there was a insert that you disconnected, along the dotted line there, perforated line, whatever, and filled it out for a free personality test to find out where you are and what can be done for your fucked up ass. And so you send that in, and they go, oh, dude, you're perfect. Come on over here to our little org, which is what they called it, and we'll talk to you about all these different ideas and programs we have that can help you become that superhero. And they get you in there, and they show you this next level up, not the 10th level up, but just the next one. And they show you a few electric cans, and they do a few tests with you, and you might do a couple of classes and all this, and that's cool. But what they usually don't do is leave you in the building overnight. And that's what they did with me. And because I got left in the building overnight and saw weird shit on some bulletin boards, it got me to looking around. And so as I'm looking around, I found all kind of shit about religions and Scientology. What is Scientology? What's that got to do with Dianetics? And all these lists of like a hierarchical of like an army, like a military layout. And there's L. Ron at the top, and then it splits off to these two captain dudes, corporal, general, czars, whatever the fuck they were called. And that's cool. And then over here on this bulletin board is a list of people who've blown the org that we're out looking for. I'm like, what the fuck am I into here? I got to go. So yeah, it definitely was a subterfuge.
Louisiana?
That was actually, I was living in Louisiana, but I went to Austin, Texas for the visit that led me away. And they truly, and this is not a paranoid thing, this is, they truly tracked me to my home, called my house from the payphone at the truck stop. Oh, yeah. They came from Texas to Louisiana to the truck stop by the 4-lane, trying to figure out where my home was. Luckily, this was pre-internet, pre-tracking, pre-all them days, and they didn't know where I lived. And so they continued to call that number, and my dad and my stepmom continued to tell them to fuck off and leave us alone. And 4 or 5 years later, they kept calling. I mean, they were sending shit to my school in Mississippi
You
when I
were
was going to
almost
college.
a Scientologist. Wow.
I absolutely was. Now, since then, I've talked to at least 3 of my friends out of even fucking with it. Like 3 of my friends, one of them had already sent the card in and was headed to the org, and I stopped him. and then a few others were just reading the first book because they just like that book.
I just read. Yeah,
was everywhere.
I
like
read
it
the
was
book.
everywhere, and not just was it everywhere available for you to purchase.
It was on the
they did a
TV.
whole program where they put that book in every library in the world, like in America. They had a leather-bound, gilt-edged, velvet bookmark built into it, imprinted cover. When they had a version like that at the college library when I was there, and I was like, do y'all know what the fuck this is at this Christian liberal arts college? Do you know what kind of cult this book is sucking people into? And she literally took it off the shelf after I explained to her the whole story.
You missed out, Walter. You could have been on every.
Really?
I could have been a millionaire. Yeah. No, they want your millions when you're at that level. They don't give them to you.
You could have been in Mission Impossible with
That's
Tom
the other
Cruise.
thing. Tom is
been dangling from.
Tom is giving them a shit ton of money. You know.
Yeah, but if he's also now part of the leadership, he's making a ton of money off them too.
Well, yeah, now, yeah, you're right. Yep. Absolutely. He's their guy.
Oh wait, what happened?
Like they literally worship him.
Wait. I'm reading something. Hold on.
I heard you guys talk about Eyes Wide Shut. That's a beautiful movie.
So, New Legend 205, who I don't know who that is. I haven't gone back far enough up in chat.
Oh, just look at the thumbnail. You'll figure it out.
No,
I agree.
It's not helping me.
No, that's Alan.
Oh, what's up,
You
brother?
just got to stick to that book, though. You can't go
I
any
do
further.
see it now. I couldn't even figure out I couldn't figure out even what that was.
You see it?
Yeah, the picture. So, Alan, yeah, brother, look, I hope I didn't okay. So, as I was trying to explain, that book was great. Like, that book was a great book. I read it, and it really was good. It made me go at my dad's steady. I was still living at home, working with my dad, whatever. And you're not really going to do this, or it's a cult. It's a cult. I'm like, no, it's not. It's it's going to help me, and I need this, and blah blah blah. And so yeah, he apparently knew more than I did. Of course, I at that point didn't know he had been. I didn't know he had been a 33rd plus degree Mason. I just knew he wore a funny hat and liked to go drive a clown car around and drink at the club. I didn't know
your dad.
I didn't know until after my dad was dead and gone that he was. That's what Shriners are.
33rd degree?
They are. You have to be a 33
yeah.
degree or above to become a Shriner. And he was a Shriner, and he did
That's
all the
why they're
shit.
old.
And then suddenly he quit that and started building churches and telling me demons were on TV. And again, I think he saw shit he shouldn't have seen, and that's what fucked him up. Anyway, but the book, Alan, is great. And I could see somebody getting help from the book, as I did. Like, the book helped me with, thinking through some of the pain, the engrams and things. Dude, I remember it all. But when I went to that place and was exposed to that organization, who literally had a list on the wall of people they were going after because they had decided they didn't want to be part of this organization, a little concerning.
Dude, Miss Cabot.
So I'm glad the book helped you, Alan, in every way.
Years.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Who?
Miss Cabot's wife, the head of Scientology. David Miscavige. His wife has been missing for years.
See, I haven't been. The last time I dug into it in any meaningful way was when that movie came out from, what's her name? Remini?
Remini?
Yeah, she was missing then, too. I think she was missing. She went missing before that, long before that. She's
been missing for years, dude.
And it's not like she's missing. It's just that nobody's seen her.
No, she's trapped at a compound. She's prison.
Or dead. I mean, maybe.
Or dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
But I think she's alive, dude. I think he's keeping her somewhere.
Well, anyway, Alan, I'm glad the book has helped you. I really am. I'm not, dissing your achievements or what you got out of it in any way. I'm just warning others who might not be as, easily, it's easy to get sucked in. How about that?
I was going to say, I can see how it might help you come out the other side. But I think one of the scariest parts about Dianetics is its ability on the front end to push a delusion into people and make them believe things that are definitely not true. And for them to then send in a postcard to have people support that delusion. That's what's scary.
And then the extra scary part is about 3 years after that, a book came out by his son, L. Ron Hubbard's son, and I can't remember if it's Woodward or Bernstein, one of the guys who exposed
Nixon?
Watergate. Yeah. He wrote the book with Hubbard's son, and in that book he discussed the fact that his dad and some crazy rocket guy named Parsons. Right, we're all out in the desert doing fucking demonic fucking rituals to bring the fucking Antichrist into the world. Literally doing these rituals, not like talking about it, not reading about the mother of the. I know the
blood, sugar, sex, magic.
Yeah. So that kind of sealed it for me. I'm like, oh, thank God I didn't go any further with these fucking people. Because, dude, I can remember like the weekend I got that book at the library. Because I used to live in the library. Still do a lot. But I remember the weekend that book came out. I got it at the library or whatever. I can remember laying in that bed, reading that part of the book. And literally had to get up, turn on the lights everywhere. Kind of like, holy shit, I was freaking the fuck out. Anyway, go ahead. I apologize.
I think there's a big connection between Area 51 and Disneyland.
Come on.
In Disneyland?
Yeah.
Go on, Josh. Go on.
Well, if you figure Walt Disney, even in the early days, it was said that there was something about that very specific location that Walt was building Disneyland in. And then what happened would he would do things that would enhance the vibrational, electromagnetic, whatever strange weirdness was going on. Like he could affect how it affected your emotions, and then he would take music and smells and all these other things to amplify and modify and manipulate that very specific thing. And it just seems like probably one of those things that Jack Parsons was doing out, because it's all in that central area. So before there was an Area 51 and before they went to the desert and fucked up that ritual, I wonder if they were practicing, and early would be up there in California. And I think that what they found were this area in California where they were doing this weird shit. And that's what Walt bought and what Walt then went on to develop into Disneyland.
It could also be a ley line. Their own. I don't know. I'm just saying. Know what I mean?
It was probably a place that in the history of our little area there in our world, there were probably a lot of blood sacrifices done. Because coincidentally, in two separate books I'm reading right now, they're both talking about blood and how blood spilling onto the ground attracts certain entities, and that these entities tend to be demon type entities. In fact, a certain religious sect who might or might not wear a small hat, that religious sect in the olden days literally had to wear bells upon their fucking robes in the temple so that the demon creatures lurking in the shadows would hear them coming and go away so that they wouldn't have to gaze upon these blood-sucking fuckers. All right, mini rant over.
Oh, I'm with you there.
So Walt Disney World, right,
shit.
encompasses within its 47 square mile, not just one, but 7 ley line nexus points.
And that's the one in Florida, you're saying?
There you go.
No, that's Disney World. This is Disney World.
Okay.
That's the one in California, right? Or no?
No, in Florida.
Oh, in Florida. Why okay. Disneyland was in
What about
Florida.
Disneyland?
That's, I'm still looking.
Zack? Okay.
Okay, Disneyland's Energy Vortex and Ley Lines with Walter Bosley.
Really?
Lots of waltz tied to this.
Enigmatic 33rd Ley Line. Oh, is it a... Whoa.
Wow. 33rd. Huh. See? I was right.
I was watching a video the other day from a.
Yeah, so?
It was a video about the actual multi-phase ritual that goes on when a Freemason becomes a member. Like the life, death, and resurrection, and the whole acting out of the fuck was his name? Tubal Cain? No. The original Freemason, I forget his name. But yeah, it was pretty intense. The way they did it.
And that is also a part that I'm at in these books is the ritualistic, basically going through the death process, which changes you and your frequency to such an extent that you are then more open to things. And like in the olden literature, they talk about the initiates going through these things multiple times. It wasn't just to get in one time, now you can go drink and be in the parade. It was multiple, like you're probably talking about, the ongoing. And every time you went through these rituals, it changed your frequency further. And so like certain of the higher ups who wrote these books talked about their daily interactions with angel beings and demon beings. Like that was their daily grind, was hanging out with cherubs and seraphim and entities and such, because their frequency had shifted to the point where they were able to see the things that lurk around us all the time.
So, yep, Alan, you got it. It is probably that same video where the guy pretends to be Hiram Abiff. Yeah.
And just so, if you guys don't know, he put in chat, he posts a daily cartoon series to his channel right there. And a little criticism, Alan, your humor is almost too intelligent. I get it, but you need to throw in some dumb humor for dumber people that they're going to get it. Because I think a lot of the jokes that you guys tell go over a lot of people's heads. I mean, I think it's hilarious. And I'm also really conspiracy based.
Yeah, but it's also that thing. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, people that aren't, they don't know. Alan Holman. He's a New Legend 2005.
2005. Yeah.
You need more dick and fart jokes, Alan.
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
Yeah.
And you definitely do. Dumb humor does make it more widely appealing, but there's also that aspect of it, Alan, Zach, that to me, it's like when I wear a t-shirt that's so obscure that like 89% of the population I walk by with it on are just going to look at it and go, what the fuck's on that dude's shirt? But those other 10 or 15% are going to go, dude, I love that show, movie, TV, whatever, band, whatever it is. The name of the band's not on the shirt, just the album or just the picture of the dude. There's no title of the show or anything. That's my favorite kind of shirt. I hate a shirt that's got the name of what it's supposed to be hidden in the corner over here so you know what it is. I like it when you got to know what it is. You have to know the joke to be getting the joke. It's like an insider's thing. But the dick jokes do help sometimes too. Don't get me wrong.
They'll grab other audiences and get them to start looking into stuff more, I think. Like people in our chat, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I mean, it's really well done. The amount of people that have worked on this and the writing and everything, it's kind of South Park-ish, the cartoons, but the animation's actually really well done too. But
he's on it. He will try to put dick and fart jokes in, he said. All right. As long as we've made progress.
But yeah, I think just a lot of because I was cracking up, but some people, they just don't know. They haven't been in the conspiracy world and this and that, or even they're just asleep still. They think we landed on the moon. And they're not going to get a lot of these jokes and stuff.
How about
But no, keep going.
a character that just does a little bit of soft shoe across the bottom of the screen? All you hear is a little pitter patter. He just says boobies, 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 just across the screen, and that's all.
So you've already got me.
Just for Duma.
You had me at boobies.
Morning, Morning, Jay. Come on, Bubba. Oh, it's about time for me to go out.
You guys hear about that show on Netflix, Ed Gein Monster?
With that guy from
Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who was unrecognizable.
Playing Ed.
Killed it in that.
It's fucking fantastic. It is fantastic.
I don't know that I cared for the way it was laid out. There was a Ed Gein movie.
Yeah.
Like if you're into that type of horror shit, then you're no stranger to Ed Gein. But the guy that played Ed Gein, go look up at some of the shit he's done. You're like, whoa, I know that dude
From fucking Sons of Anarchy.
Yep.
The Gentleman. I mean, King Arthur. And then he does this, and he crushed it, dude. I mean, it's insane. It is so good. And it's not as, by the third, fourth episode, it's not as, like, horror-based, you know? Not so terrifying. Because it's pretty, you know, it's pretty graphic. They don't hold back.
I haven't watched
Charlie don't hold back. Yeah, it's really good. And then there's Welcome to Derry on HBO.
We watched the first episode of that finally, and so don't say anything.
I'm loving it.
We've only watched the first episode because we kept putting it off because we hadn't seen.
It's fantastic.
We hadn't seen the newer hits in so long, and like they had the first one on somewhere, and we watched it, and then we couldn't find the second one for like a month, so we had to kind of wait until we found the second one and watched it, and then now we started watching the show. And I figured we probably could do that, watch it without seeing the show, but I know her, like, she's really hung up on the...
you probably can. Yeah, you probably could.
Well, she's really hung up on the 80s or 90s or whatever with John Boy and...
The original?
Rocky Horror and all that. Yeah, she's really hung up. Like, that's her favorite movie ever, probably. And I'm like, it was a TV movie. It wasn't my favorite. I really didn't like that. That movie was not one of those, it's a classic for me. It's not. It was just a TV movie. I never really liked it. The book was so much deeper than that movie could have ever been. And that being said, the newer one still didn't ever come that close. I mean, until you put the turtle in the movie, then you don't have me.
Do they go around sniffing the air?
They are going in.
I heard the town smells very specific. That town has a very specific smell.
Are you spoiling shit? Stop.
People just walk around sniffing the dairy air.
You're so... How do you function?
Yes, they do, Jeff.
Just barely.
Not a bit. Have a good day, Mr. Allen, the Allen Holman, ex-line producer extraordinaire. You're still a live producer in my heart.
Bye, Alan.
Drug smelling turtle. No, the turtle is in the book. You just have to go read the book. If you haven't read it for some reason, I get, a lot of people have a thing about King. If you didn't get into him early enough to grow with his fame, then I could see him being a big, like, oh, fuck that dude, because he's a dick online, and I don't listen to his shit online or any of that. But just like L. Ron Hubbard,
he's got a weird origin story, man.
Oh, yeah, that dude's nuts.
He's fucked up, dude.
But he's also, like, because of all those different things, that dude's in a different frequency. And the fucking Dark Tower is a true story. And, yeah, it also is a true story.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Down on the lot, too.
Pluribus. Yes, one weekend. Yes, that's probably how long it took me to read it. Yeah. What is this? Pluribus? Is that new? Yeah, Vince Gilligan thing.
A Columbus?
See, I like Dean Koontz too. Like to me, he's as equally a great author as King. Like to me, it was an equal thing. There wasn't a better. They're two different tastes, and they're both fucking yummy. And there's a third one out there in that same vein that a lot of people missed. That was probably overshadowed by these two guys so much, is why most people missed him. But his name is Robert R. McCammon. I think it's like M-C-M-A. I'll have to find it. But he wrote like some phenomenal, like he wrote this book called Swan Song that was the equal to The Stand to me. Like it was as great an epic end times story as The Stand. And The Stand was probably my favorite book in the world until it came out. And so for me to say Swan Song was equal to it, yeah, fucking great. Fucking great author. Robert R. McCammon is right up there with Koontz and King. Go check him out. You'll not regret it. His Boy's Life book, holy shit. Oh my God. Such a great book. Like it brings me to tears every time I reread it. See, that wouldn't be the one to start with for sure.
Read it. Read it. I love the way you take that first syllable and scratch it like that, Walt. Read it. Read it.
Right.
Reread it.
Pet Cemetery was definitely a slow book. Yeah, one of his slowest. I definitely wouldn't have started there. My first was Pet Cemetery was one J. Bill read first and couldn't get into it. Yeah, the first one for me was the vampire one, Salem's Lot. I read that as a preteen, and then didn't know when I walked past. Okay, saw The Shining at the theater, got blown away by it, and didn't realize till we left the theater and I saw the yellow book cover that it was an author that I could read, so I grabbed it and read it. And then as I looked at the book and it had that book, Salem's Lot, listed in his other books, I'm like, oh, that's the dude I read a few years ago. And that was the real book that sent me over, was The Shining. I had read Salem's Lot, and it was a great vampire story, but Shining did it. And then right after that, I saw The Stand on my aunt's bookshelf. I'm like, oh, that's the same dude. Let me read that. And after that, dude, it was over. I was locked. So try those three in that order, maybe, and see if it gets into it, if you get into it. Because if you haven't read The Stand again, oh my God, great fucking book. Now make sure you have the right version of The Stand, because there was the original version. And then they came out with like a book that had an extra, I think, 130 pages added that he had taken out originally because he hadn't become a big enough ego, I guess, at that point to leave them in. But yeah, they did put pages back in, and to me, it fucked up the flow of the book. So anyway, I'll shut up. I know I'm going on about reading. I still love to read. If I haven't told you guys, Z Library.
Yes.
Free books.
They will eat the bugs.
German?
They will go to the library.
It is not German. It is fucking phenomenal. I'll drop it in chat for you guys because it's the best thing I ever found. It's free books every day.
Can you drop
a certain number?
Can you drop it in the private chat too?
I will.
Thanks. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, wow. I can go straight to the app from the computer. That's awesome. I didn't know I could do that.
I thought I could turn my phone off while I was on Teams, and that didn't work.
I'm sorry. on this.
Has the space weather gone back to normal yet?
I don't know.
The what?
I'm just aggravated because every year that this shit happens, we're overcast and foggy. It's like they do it on purpose.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Jersey, too. Been overcast for days.
Yeah, I went
Rain
like the first
yesterday.
day it was all supposed to hit, or then actually, I'm sorry, it was the second day because we woke up to or came to the show with all this about, yeah, have you seen it? Did you see it? Did you see it? And then the next day I saw Rob Perillo had some sunset looking pictures on his local site. So that's when I began to try to see it those next few nights, and every night it's overcast.
The Northern Lights?
The Aurora.
The wedge Northern Lights.
Yeah. The hole at the North Pole.
I can't. Yeah, I haven't seen shit. But apparently Florida saw amazing. How's it reach Florida, but not Jersey and in between? You know what I mean? Weird. Strange.
What must it look like at the North Pole?
Hold on.
Like that
Santa's workshop.
Like that would be so fucking nuts. Like I've been in Canada and seen the Northern Lights.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's
Really?
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as a teenager.
Dude, I was in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I still didn't see them for 8 months. And apparently, you can see them, they said, but I never saw them.
I got to do a U-turn. I'm sorry. I'm playing catch up in chat, and Bill Nintano is asking, should he watch the miniseries before or after he reads it? Well, that depends on which miniseries we're talking about. If you're talking about the first one, then
Stand By Me?
skip it.
Yeah,
No.
watch it.
Tommy Knockers.
Stand.
Skip it.
The Stand, fuckers.
The Leprechaun.
The Stand. Yeah, don't watch the first one that came out because it sucked, and I never watched the second one came out because it had her in it. What's her name?
The Leprechaun?
No, come on, the black lady that aggravates everybody on that show with all the women, and she's probably been kicked off and all that stuff. What's her name? Not Oprah Winfrey, but the other one.
Winfrey?
No, the other one. She thinks she's a comedian back in the day.
Monique?
Come on, people, help me. Yeah, the Gary Sinise one, I mean, it was something to watch. And that's all I can say about it, because I had read the book, and the book was phenomenal. Yeah, Whoopi Dudebird, that guy, yeah.
Oh, Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah, I couldn't watch it because she is not Mother Abigail. I'm sorry. Fuck that. So I didn't watch it. I've never seen it.
That is like the best reason ever to not watch that movie.
Yeah. Fuck you, I know.
There's no way Whoopi Goldberger's Mother Abigail. No fucking way.
Nope.
That casting choice was absolutely horrendous. Still walking the line.
And see, just saying that name gives me a certain feeling of certain things
Whoopi?
from that book. No,
Whoopi
Mother
or
Abigail. Mother Abigail.
Oh,
Goldberg.
Goldberg, right. I used to watch wrestling
my
all the
tattoo-
fucking time.
My wallet already feels lighter.
What?
My tattoo artist is the Goldberg, for real.
Ah.
Jason Goldberg. Shout out. Third and Arch, Old Street, Old City in Philly.
Oh, goddamn. Apparently, Laura is getting washed away over there.
Right? That's a lot of fucking rain.
That's fucking rain, Jack. Damn. Who is this one? I can't figure out who Seth ZM whatever is. Help me. Anyone? I'll just say hi,
Trying.
Seth. 'Cause
Most of y'all need to just introduce yourselves.
It doesn't always do it.
Come into the room like it's an AA meeting.
Right. Hi. I'm Walt. Thought the Earth's round. Now I'm confused. I didn't know
I'm
you were in
super
an Adobe
confused.
hut. I'm fucking with you, Laura. That's not Dan. There's Dan right there. I see Dan.
Not all chats are doing this though.
It's only the
certain
ones that are super shadow banning. Like they have shadow banning, they have extra shadow banning, and then there's super shadow banning, and that's I think the level we're at.
That's right. Where you can't even find yourself here.
You can't even find your own name, right?
Yeah, my name's different on there if I was to type it in. But it's still I am though, with numbers.
Oh, that's boy. Okay, thank you, Ian. What's up, boy? I like that. I like that. I'll do that better. You get 2. Nemo? I miss Nemo. Where's that dude at? Oh, there he is. He's the one that told me Whoopi a while ago. I just didn't even read your name. So bad. My bad. My bad. Now, I see that Melissa has downloaded the Z Library app. There is a limit per day. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, it's like you can do an app on your phone or you can do it on your computer, and you can, wherever you prefer to read. I like to read in bed at night while I'm going to sleep. Always have.
They don't call it the app? Really?
The app, correct. I keep my phone really dim, and you can just barely see it, and it's perfect. I go right to sleep, and I'm comfortable and sleep well with good knowledge in my head. But it's also great because you can I don't think you can get an Audible thing going somewhere else. I know Michelle has it. I don't do Audibles. I've never really gotten into books. Once I had my teacher, I think my 3rd grade teacher read Charlotte's Web and destroyed my soul. And so after that, I just didn't like nobody reading to me anymore. So,
oh my God.
But yeah, I'm just not a fan of being read to for some reason. It never had. After I grew up, it just never was my thing. And I had them I would have the Kirk book being read by Shatner or the Rock book being read by that dude or whatever. And it just still didn't care. I have a certain pace that I read at that gets the info into my brain at the speed I need it to be. And most people don't read.
You picture what's going on, Walt?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
I have a huge internal life. Some people can't. I know some people don't.
Some people can't.
Yeah, I do know that. Shell and I were talking about that a few days ago about the lack of internal, some people not seeing imagery when they're thinking about stuff or reading. I mean,
some people have to
remembering
talk out loud. They can't have an
She says she
monologue.
sees it almost like written stuff. I'm like, really? That's so bizarre to me. I can't even imagine such a thing. I'm not just there. I mean, I'm not just seeing it. I'm in it. I'm there. I can tell you the smells. I can smell the wood of the whatever or the trees, and I'm there.
Yeah, me too.
In memory. But
and if somebody says something like a object to me, I can picture it in my head.
Absolutely.
Some people
I see
can't
the
do
thing.
that.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts.
Some people can't do that. And they have to talk out loud to themselves. They can't enter monologue. That's a thing too.
Don't get me wrong. I don't begrudge anybody who enjoys Audible books. I'm not saying you're an idiot or anything. Enjoy it. That's great. It's just not my thing. I prefer the reading. I prefer what happens in my head when I'm reading. When I'm listening to something, it's a different experience.
What if we're not supposed to have an internal monologue?
Oh, we're not. It's a whole thing. I know. Trust me.
The whole process of being circumcised.
Oh, yeah. That whole thing. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. The person you talk to in your head is not you. And I get that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, it probably is. And to the extent that,
sometimes
Tyler Durden exists. Right. There's an internal dialogue because your psyche has split. Like Tyler Durden.
Don't tell them you know that much.
What spoiler alert, Josh? Great. Way to go.
Look.
That
Of all the
superpower.
things I could have chose, I thought that was the least spoiler alert ones that I could have chose.
And do you know
No, I
somebody
need spoiler
literally
alert for
spoiled
the
that
life.
movie for me the first time I watched it.
Ugh.
Like I couldn't even believe that, and I chewed his ass. I'm like, dude, this is what this whole movie is based on. I'm pretty sure, and you're gonna fuck it up the first time because that's what he did. He paused the movie. He's like, "You see that?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I saw it. Stop. I know now that that's so important, and that's part of the whole movie because I see that kind of shit in every movie."
Okay, Josh, before the show is over, because we're only about 20 minutes,
Oh shit. Okay.
I think it's time you play the video in the spirit of Wednesday's good vibes.
Well, seeing that it's Friday.
What are we talking about here?
So I've got it. I don't know that your guys here on the call are going to hear it, but I'm pretty sure it doth go out to the tubes.
Well, make sure it's the video version of the thing, not just the audio. So share your screen.
No, it's good. It's just going to be the audio version.
Oh no, you need the video because it has the lyrics as well.
There's lyrics on that video.
Yeah, there's lyrics.
What, did you make it, Nuke?
Yeah, I made it like an hour before we got on.
Oh, okay. I remember you were talking about that Wednesday. Okay.
All right, hold on just a sec.
Come on, Josh, work that shit. But you got OBS?
Oh, yeah.
Ian's on it already. He knows.
All right.
Let's hope we don't run out of internet now.
I know. I just heard this fucking thing playing. Why can't I hear it?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Can't hear nothing.
Is that it?
When the time comes.
It's very
You want me
low.
to share my screen? I've got it in my background.
No, I've got it. It's just very low. I thought it'd be louder.
Is it playing for YouTube?
Yep. All right, here we go.
Hear something.
Yeah, it's very, very low.
Yeah, you guys probably won't really hear it.
When the time comes, those boobs start to say, I'll be the one who lifts them up again. I look up.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on YouTube either.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Why don't I try? How do I share my screen again?
There.
It's louder.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it though. But anyway.
I'm going to go on.
Am I sharing the screen, guys?
No.
You have tiny ones. I like them all the same. You lay both on me. Don't ask me if I can. I look up and I go to the beach. I'm drowning in 36 years. Is no one seeing my screen? Summer and they need to breathe. HR asked me to live. If a boob were to spill from a bra, how many years would it take to put it back together?
And there you go. as performed by Ukulele Duma. Ukulele Duma. A booby song. A booby song for a Friday.
How do you get a compilation like that, Nuke, where I can just watch tits bounce?
He had them all on his computer already.
Minutes straight.
He had about 40 clips in mind that he knew he wanted to use, and he had to narrow it down to just this few.
Oh, did it already play? I'm seeing people saying it played.
It played. Like I said, you wouldn't hear it here on the call, so I figured I didn't need to show you your own video.
Hey, David, fuck you, man.
I thought you were fantastic, Nick.
It was amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It was amazing.
Walter, you're
need
up,
some
eh?
beats in the-
We're still
in the
waiting
background.
for a song for you.
You need some beats in the background. There.
Guess I'm gonna have to write a song. I don't.
Just write a riff.
David, I've actually saw what you said about that movie earlier and have already got it up and around. Now, is there somewhere I can watch it, or is it just out at the theaters, or is that a Hurt Locker thing, or how did you watch it?
Begonia?
I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, I went and looked it up, and I have the trailer paused on my other YouTube tab right now. That being said, that chick's really starting to rub me the wrong way, whatever her name is.
What chick?
That is in that movie. She was in that Nathan Fielder thing, which is kind of what did it for me for her, because I was just like not really digging her movies to watch. Well, okay, I don't really mess with those things too much, but is it the whole like VPN and all that? Oh, sorry there. Fuck. Who's that, Seth? I forgot again. Damn it.
The boy.
Boy, sorry, man. It's really hard when there's too many things in your head. I'll
the
check
problem.
it out.
We'll blame that to be the problem, Walter. Too many.
When it's all tiny, you can only put so many things in there, man. Come on.
I just have that one little voice in mind that says, man, I can see for miles and miles in here.
And miles.
So much room.
Is it a VPN thing, David? Truly, I'm asking, not being silly, because yeah, if I've got to hide to watch something, I'll just wait. It's not worth all that effort. And I am technically an 80-year-old. Like I may only be, or approaching 60, but I'm technically an.
Technically, I'm only 60, but technically, I'm 80.
I'm 80 when it comes to technology. Yeah, I don't really understand how to do most of those things, and when I get on them, there's too many other things that I could accidentally click on and fuck up my whole computer.
I'm with you, and I'm 50, and I guess technically 70. by your by your thing, yeah. Well,
so
I believe you.
Are any of you familiar with the name Todd Snyder?
Vaguely sounds familiar.
Todd, right? Well, yeah, it sounded vaguely familiar to me, but I think it might have just been like a Dukes of Hazzard thing.
Okay, who is he?
He's a musician.
Now I want to know.
He's a musician that just died.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think I know of any of his songs.
He's not in a band?
Because he didn't sound familiar. Nope, it's just Todd Snyder. It's his name.
Just Todd Snyder.
Yeah, I saw somebody like all butthurt and crying about him dying.
Rico. Yeah.
So it says, this is an opinion column. It says, I didn't cry at the death of Elvis or Michael Jackson or John Lennon. In fact, I sat staring at the bad news in a hotel restaurant Saturday morning, and I couldn't recall shedding a tear at the death of any celebrity, ever. Not Whitney Houston, not Freddie Mercury, not Tupac, not John Prine. But I had a little trouble keeping it together over my coffee Saturday, that hotel in Nashville, of all places. Todd Snider was dead. Todd Snider, who I like to call the poet laureate of me. I did not think, but he was younger than me. I did not rationalize that he lived the good life, or cluck that he pushed it to the limit. I simply sat with my sadness until my coffee grew cold. Many of you will know Todd Snider and understand that sadness. Many more probably will not. He was a folk singer, a storyteller, a poet, a wit, a philosopher, a barefoot, self-proclaimed stoner, and gave voice to those who didn't want to throw a fishing line in that old mainstream. We all have people who seem to speak directly to us, writers or preachers or rabbis or comedians or friends whose words help us understand our own emotions. They put voice to things we don't know how to say, make us think of things we have not considered, and help us laugh in the face of our own misfortune and recognize our own cynicism. Todd Snider did that for me, to the point I played his songs over and over for years, hoping only that my family would hear the lyrics as I did and understand. Then it gets onto the lyrics that I'm not going to read. But I someone wanted to appreciate the brilliance. Sometimes they got it, sometimes not. I'm convinced the best line ever written and delivered came in Snider's Just Like Old Times, a story about a pool hustler who meets an old friend, perhaps his high school sweetheart, in a cheap motel. She's an escort, and soon the police knock on the door. "No, sir, officer, you don't understand. We're just two old friends drinking wine." "I'm sure she is, but that's not all she is. She's also an old friend of mine." If everyone on earth listened to Todd Snider, I told all who would listen, and many who wouldn't, the planet would be fine, because the answer to all our woes, all our fears, all our injustices is summed up in lines like that. "I'm sure she is, but that's not all she is. She's also," and you name it. But alas, the world did not listen to Todd Snider, which is probably why I never tired of him and never stopped imploring others to hear. Still, he put out album after album and toured relentlessly for an audience that always knew the words and begged for the 18-minute stories and sang along as if they felt them on a deep personal level. "Play a train song," they would yell, because if you know, you know. I yelled for the obscure "money compliments publicity," for lines like "I'm broke as the 10 Commandments, sometimes I'm harder to follow." Snider wrote of materialism and the meaning of life in A Lot More, and it goes on to a lot more lyrics. It was clear that Snider's health had been fading for several years, and a couple weeks ago he canceled his current tour. His people posted on social media that he had been assaulted outside his hotel in Salt Lake City, and it was revealed that he was later inexplicably arrested after leaving the hospital. Last week, a statement posted on the social account said he'd been suffering from walking pneumonia, and on Friday he died. He was 59. I would have only sadness now, but for the songs, which speak louder than ever. They are filled with reality, with humor, with self-awareness, and reluctant hope. The statement announcing his death included lyrics from his song, Force of Nature. "May your hope always outweigh your doubt, until this whole world finally punches you out. May you always play your music loud enough to wake up all your neighbors, and may you play the least loud enough to always wake yourself up." Pretty good advice, but I think of another one. Snider, in working on a song, Snider wrote a lifetime spent writing a song that was never quite finished, and whether the effort was worth it. "Where will I go now that I'm gone? They said maybe you've been chasing this song too long. It's turned into a song about a song you're working on. I mean, it's gone, man. Come on, let it go. But you know, giving up a dream is just like making one come true. It's easy to sit around talking about, but it's harder to go out and do. For this last one question, I'll give up on this song. Where will I go now that I'm gone? Now that I'm gone. Now that I'm gone, where will I go? Now that I'm gone." So dare to dream for Todd Snider and play a train song. That being said, I highly recommend you all spend this weekend listening to Tom Snyder, which I did yesterday, and it was definitely worth an 8-hour listen. Just find a Todd Snyder channel and put it on repeat. Listen to as much Todd Snyder as you can, and I guarantee you, you will find songs that you enjoy. He talks about so many things, like historical events he just sings about. It's really a very enjoyable listen. So if you've got the time, I highly suggest it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I need to look this guy up now.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And that was an article not written by AI.
Yeah, who wrote that?
Let me see.
Like, was it a magazine or?
There's something online. I forget. I'm sure I can find it again here.
Found about him?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby.
This was at AL.com. So maybe, I would think Alabama, but that'd be in AL.gov. So I don't know.
Yeah, there she is.
But it was written by a fella named John Archibald.
There's a ripple. Well, I have him up on my YouTubers. I guess I should put it in my Spotify. It'd probably be better.
Voy with a ISNIDER, I believe is how they spell it.
I must have seen this dude somewhere before because he definitely looks familiar to me. Just his facial, I haven't heard a song yet, but I just seeing his picture on the thumbnail. He looks so familiar. So I may have been exposed to him and just forgot his name.
And there's a chance I'd been exposed to him as well. Maybe he just didn't recognize me. I didn't know his name and wouldn't have recognized him anyplace else. But yeah, there's a lot of...
Yeah, I'm wondering that too.
Very enjoyable.
This is it. I found it. John Prine and him saying Illegal Smile at some event, and I watched it years ago. Like 10 years ago, maybe, or 8 years. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I see the red line under it, so that's where I know his face from.
And I could see that collab being a thing. He is very John Prine-esque.
John Prine-ish, so that I'm home. I'll be checking that out. Michelle will probably dig it too.
Pretty sure I heard some cover songs in there yesterday too. I'm assuming we're cover songs, but for all I know, he friggin' wrote them.
He might have been the original, right? And somebody else covered it. Yeah.
But we are coming down to it. Thanks, Sherry. Appreciate the heads up.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a possibility that I might just pop on and go live tonight.
Is this our weekend? I just thought about it.
I think it is. I think it is our Sunday.
Yeah, 23rd. So Josh and I for sure, I don't know.
Walt, yeah, Zack never bothered to answer back. He just completely ignored the invite. Did not RSVP.
Hey, real quick, it's my nephew's birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday, nephew. Happy Corporation Formation Day. But anyway, y'all check us out over there on
22.
Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
22.
You were man.
Nice.
No, I'm sorry. He'll be 22. That's all. I'm done.
Cool. But yeah, come hang out with Josh and Zack. Josh and me and maybe Zack. We don't know yet. Over there at Rico's Tinfoil on Sunday. It'll be a thing.
Oh, you guys are on Sunday?
Yep, Sunday. This one coming up.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Love you all. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Nuka. Thank you, Craig.
Mr. Infinite Finality says Pimpus Fugit. I like to pronounce it Fugit. F-U-G-I-T. Fugit.
Fugit.
But that's just me. But you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If I don't ever go live tonight, I don't know. Like I said, I still might pop on just because, it's been so long.
It has been a minute.
I don't know that I'll call it a have no sphere because I don't know that it'll technically be a show per se, but I might go live one way or the other. So make sure that little bell notification's rung, and then make sure you give us a thumbs up. Tickle the algos if you would. But if we don't see you tonight, then have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday morning for more of the Ironworks. Until then, be good, be well, do good and do it well. We love you. Bye-bye.